honor and glory to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for just the many, many blessings I know He's blessed me with, blessed our team with, and I'm proud of our guys. Good year. It's good to be here in this spot. Unfortunately, we didn't get it done today. Congratulations to the Chiefs. All right, they beat us today, right? And those guys deserve it. They did a really good job.
How did you touched on this after the Aziz and Trevor hit. Do you think the league needs to take a look at the late slides by quarterbacks right now?
Yeah, I've mentioned that before about the late slides. You know, some things are just unfortunate. Things are out of our control. But didn't go our way today.
How did you feel about some of the questionable or controversial penalties to him by Patrick Mahomes that kind of extended the drive?
Yeah, we knew going into this game, man, it was us versus everybody. Right? When I say everybody, it's everybody, all the whatever, everybody, the naysayers, the doubt, right? Everybody we had to go against today. And, you know, going with that, knowing going into this game what we were up against, we can't make the mistakes that we made, right? We had a lot of self-inflicted mistakes that happened, whether it's special teams, not converting our kicks, defensively, not being where we're supposed to be in coverage, all offensively, not protecting our quarterback and keeping them clean. So, you know, you marry that on top of everything else that we have to deal with. It's going to be a really tough uphill battle.
Your team and where it stands, you reflect on the season. You just feel like you're close to being able to the point where you are going to be able to beat these elite teams, so-called elite teams.
As where we stand right now, like we had to be better. Obviously, we're not good enough to beat a really good football team, right? So when we can do the things we need to do consistently and all the time, that's when we'll be able to, you know, come here and be in this spot and win a football game. But unfortunately, like we still got things to clean up of our own.
DeMeco, can you walk us through the start to the second half, that long drive, 10+ minutes, 1582, 32 yards?
Yeah, really proud of our offense for how we came out second half, drove the field, thought we ran the ball well. When we had opportunities, we were making some good yardage in the run game, and we converted third downs we needed to convert. It's just we pressed forward. We did a really good job. Proud of them for that. We just, you know, needed to do more towards the end when we had opportunities there and we needed to drive and needed to score. Just came up short.
Obviously, you expect the players to kind of step up when you have injuries, but do you feel the weight of not in the passing game, particularly outside of Nico Collins, and not having somebody who's really?
Yeah, we don't make excuses for, you know, the injuries. Injuries happen to everyone, right? It's about can you overcome it? Can someone step up, right, and make those plays we need to make, right? Thought our guys battled throughout the entire year with different guys in the lineup, and we made the most out of what we had.
What went into some of the coverage, long coverages on Travis Kelce?
There's mental miscues, right? I wish I had more for you. It's just mental miscues and coverage, things that we've done before. And unfortunately today, for some reason, in the biggest moment, we don't get it done.
DeMeco, are you walking out of here encouraged that you guys went toe-to-toe with the champs for a large stretch of the game, or discouraged that you did and still find a way to lose the game?
Yeah, I'm walking out of here discouraged. Like, this one hurts, right? Because I know we're a better football team than we showed today, no matter who we're playing against. Like, to go back and still have to talk about mistakes that we made in this moment, like, yeah, it's discouraging to be here because you got to be over that at this point in the playoffs, right? Postseason football, you got to be at your best. You got to be operating on all cylinders. And for us, like, we didn't do that today, so that's what I'm just discouraged about for sure.
From your viewpoint,
Of the eight sacks, how much of it would you say communication-wise? Because a couple of times the loops on the offensive line got guys free.
Yeah.
Somebody just didn't pick them up.
With the sacks, from what I saw, is first off, like, you're one-on-one. In the playoff, you got to win your one-on-one battles. That's what the game always comes down to. Like, you have to man up and own your one-on-one. You have to have some pride in who you're blocking to get it done and give the quarterback a chance to throw the football.
from your perspective, what from your viewpoint, what kind of happened with the Chris Boyd play to start off? Those videos of shoving Frank Ross, just from your viewpoint, what kind of happened?
With Boyd, what happened, what I saw is, you know, we can't come out the first play and throw our helmet. Like, we understand that's silly, right? And that's not what we teach. That's not what we're about at all. So for us to be here at this moment and to throw our hat, throw our helmet, Like, we know the rules, we know we can't do that, and it just puts the team, right, in a negative light to start the game, right? We give up a big return, we take our helmet off to add 15 more yards until the play. It's just not smart football.
And so this is temperate approach, though. I mean, what was the explanation on that?
I did not see that.
All good? Last one, Sam.
Because, you brought up some special teams mistakes that happened today. Last week, you were really solid at how you blocked that as the point, and blocked the point. Is there any frustration not to be able to show kind of that execution on special teams?
For me, it's a frustration from all three phases, right? It's special teams, defense, and offense. So we didn't get it done. Again, congrats to Andy and the Chiefs. Man, they deserve it. Right? They've done a great job over the past few years of being consistent, and that's why they've been champions, right? Because they consistently get the job done. No matter how the game goes, they find a way to close games out. So congrats to those guys, and wish them the best moving forward.
Last one. I know you'll take the time to kind of review things, but what do you feel like it'll take to get to the level of a team like the Chiefs and Ravens who are consistently here?
Yeah, I don't feel like we're that far away. Like, these teams are in a whole different tier than us. It's a matter of us just doing what we're supposed to do, and we'll be just fine. All right, thanks, guys.
During the third quarter, the first round of the third quarter, what do you feel like you all did well, and then do you feel like the Chiefs made adjustments to kind of neutralize y'all?
Yeah, I mean, we come out, had an 18-play drive, just the resilience of, our team to, uphold and go through some penalties and things like that to, stay on the field and then get a touchdown was huge. And, after that, just had a backed-up situation on, went 3 and out, which was tough. Had a couple of times where they just blitzed us, and, it was hard to get the ball out, not a lot of answers. So, they did a good job. Spags is a great coordinator, so he knows what he's doing and called a good game. And, so we got to be better and, just not going backwards, I would say, was the main thing.
TJ, you guys lost in the divisional round last year, Baltimore, same weekend. How is this similar to that loss, and how is it different?
It's 2 different years, man. It's not similar. Yeah.
Is there anything that you learned from the end of this season that you'll take into next year in terms of it wasn't always perfect, you guys struggled down the stretch, beat the Chargers, and lost again? Is there anything that you learned that you didn't know before the season?
I mean, that's your opinion. I think, our team has been resilient all year. We've been battling tough scenarios and injuries and some of our best players going out week to week. So not making excuses, but just being, just honest. So, I think this has been one of the most resilient football teams I've been a part of. Next guy stepping up and playing as good as you can. It's not always perfect. So, last year, I honestly don't remember. This year I was a clean slate. It's not about the back end of the year. It's really about, we had a good game against the Chargers, and I think for me, I learned like you can never relax, and that's something that I don't personally try to do. Is just because you beat, a playoff team, the next team is probably going to be even harder going into the playoffs, and that's probably something I can learn from last year to this year. Was both years where, win a good game, play at home, have a heck of a game, and then go on and you play a better team, and got to be on your A game. Yeah, I was fine. It warmed up. That part of the field was like a hard rock. It was. I had banged my knee, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I'm fine. I'll be okay. Thank you for asking. I think we grew tremendously. I would say, as a collective, and definitely me personally, like, man, this year has been, some ups and downs, and I'm grateful for it all. It's hard to learn on the mountaintop. The wilderness and the valleys where you get your learning experiences, and you God is teaching you things at that time. And for me, this year has been, one of those tough years. I learned more than ever, and more that and my rock is Jesus Christ, and that's it. So whenever I hit my rock bottom, I know I can lean on him. So for me, that's what I learned this year, and still to have another playoff win. And so there's a lot of things to hold your head up high for. I'm not going to hold my head down, but at the same time, it sucks to come out here and lose, in a division round again. But, I'm super grateful for, the tough and good times.
CJ, the coach said he's leaving a little discouraged from the standpoint that he knows how close the team is to getting over the hump, yet there have been multiple mistakes committed through the course of the game that prevents you from getting over the hump. Can you add your perspective on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth, I think on both sides you have tough plays in a series or in a game. It's whoever comes out on top of those things. The NFL, both teams are going to make plays, and then it is who can withstand to the fourth quarter and win the game in the fourth, and especially in these playoff games. So, a lot of times now you're not just running away from it in the beginning. But that's something that I think DeMeco's right on that, is like we can't continue to shoot ourselves in the foot and then not overcome it and then expect to win. You have to overcome those things because they're bound to happen. Things happen in the NFL, especially in the playoffs. What I'm learning is just, it's not perfectly what you draw up. You have to just go out and make plays. And, I think the more plays you make, the better chance you give yourself to win the game.
You know, sideline, but what you kind of viewpoints of a couple of the penalties that kind of extended their drive, obviously led to the points. What you kind of
Yeah, those things are tough. I'm not going to go back and forth on what I thought was a call, what I thought wasn't a call, and, it's one of those things you kind of know what's up before you even walk in the arena. And we got to be better and just being accountable and sound. And, some things, I think we had a couple calls that weren't called that I'm begging for, but at the same time, it is what it is. Like I can't argue with the ref and at the same time play football. I got to go and do my job. So, I would say, it's definitely some things that I would question, but at the same time, they're the professionals. They're getting paid to be refs, and, they did ultimately their best. And, but, this kind of thing, it's us against the world, when you're playing in these type of environments and games.
Going back to last two guys, it sounds like the toughest moments this year, talking the most, will that be something to carry into you?
Yeah, for sure. It's anything in life, things knock you up, that don't break you, they make you a lot tougher. And for me, I'm learning just to be resilient with, everything, and I think those tough times on the field for me definitely is going to pay off in the long run. I'm excited because, if this is a down year and, another playoff win, play against a great Chiefs team and compete with them, and I'm not saying I'm happy with it, but I'm definitely encouraged and motivated that, there's more for the Texans, on the other side of the hump.
You obviously under a decent amount of pressure, but you're able to use your legs and your plays and you're able to hold down the field. How would you just assess your ability to play? They're beating you up and that nature.
Just compete. It's one thing that, Coach Day taught me when I was in college was like, these type of games, man, it ain't going to be perfect. I might call up the perfect play. The dude might be wide open, but you got to go make a play for me and make somebody miss, do something. And so for me, I just being a competitor, trying to put my team, in positions to win. And there's times where I probably shouldn't have done that and just thrown the ball. And so it's a balance, and I think I try my best to do that today. And I think I made a lot of plays in general. So, I kind of carry that from college.
What did you feel like you all learned in that moment and having to rely on guys who, weren't counted on most of the year and didn't have to?
Yeah, I'm super proud of, Mitch, Hutch, Jay Wayne, Neek stepped up as a leader this year, and we needed that. He solidified himself as a top receiver in this league, and the guys around him did great. I thought Dalton held his own. Of course, like Cade going out, but Cade was holding his own all the way until last week. We've been battling, man. It's not been easy, but at the same time, that's ball though. Like a lot of teams are hurt right now and just figuring it out. So, but I'm super proud of those guys for stepping up, and I'm can't wait to get Tank back on the field. Keep him in our prayers, of course, and Steph will be back on the field soon, and hopefully it's with us. So, I'm still hopeful. I get to play with those guys, and can't wait for it. All right, man. Y'all have a good one.